everyone, Chocolo here, but not for a video review. This time it's for the March updates. Yes, a bit late this time. Normally do it between, well, usually at the start or the middle of the month at the latest, but it's very much at the end of the month now, so yeah. So apologies for that, but there's nothing, no dramatic reason for that really. I just sort of thought, well, I wanted to wait until after I'd done a couple of things with the channel and this, that and the other, and time just flew by, basically. Just caught me off guard, so there we go. So yeah, the clocks have just come back, so that's the first thing to remind people of now. The live reviews and things like this, the live videos, live events will now be an hour earlier because the clocks have gone forward in the UK. So we're now, basically now further ahead than we were. So basically the time I do the recordings will come faster to those not in the UK. Obviously, if you're in the UK, it remains the same, of course, for obvious reasons. But if you're outside of the UK, the live videos will be an hour earlier. So that's not too bad for people, perhaps in Korea, like Rick, for instance. So but and Hans as well in Malaysia. So yes, hopefully I've not got that wrong this time, Hans. I always worry that I say the wrong country. I'm quite sure it's Malaysia though. So yeah. So for you, of course, it'll be a lot. Basically an hour earlier is the gist of it. So an hour. So more convenient, I guess. Still late. Still about I think 12 at night. I think for you both. But there we go. So there we are. So that's where we are with that. And before I go on, I must thank the members. So thank you so much, Notebook, Alan Lockhart, Stephen Saunders, Harmony Artificioso, Scotty, and of course Sam Matson as well. So thank you so much for all your massive contributions, massive help. Really is appreciated. It really is. But we have lost a member. Yeah, Mark McKinley has gone, but he has gone before and come back, and a couple of other members have gone and come back as well. So he might still be back by the time you see this. He might have reappeared. We don't know. Might leave it a month or two, then might reappear. So that is the beauty of it. If you are watching this, you are probably people who are more invested in the channel than most. This is an update, of course, not an actual review or anything like that. So thank you so much for all your support as well. Massively appreciated. I mean, clicking that like button, leaving a comment, things like this. Massively appreciated. It really helps out the channel. Basically, interaction with the videos is what YouTube uses to measure basically whether to promote it to other people. So just doing things like that, even if you leave a comment just saying first or whatever, you know the drill. You might encourage people to put second and things like this. So I'm not against that at all. Obviously, don't leave anything horrible, of course, but. I don't want to encourage that, of course, but there we go. But yeah, just things like this, or just a little like, or just a hello, or how are you doing, stuff like that. I'm always doing my best to reply as well, so it's not like, but of course, you have to worry about that. If you don't want to engage in the conversation, you might just want to keep quiet, keep it in the background. So just a like and things like this will be massively appreciated. But if you do want to contribute, of course, by being a member, then check out the link in the description. It is a great way to support the channel if you're able to do so, if you're in a position that's possible, and you do get something back based on which tier you pick as well, other than a very basic member tier, because I think that's just one I introduced just basically for people who just want to contribute and not worry about having to get anything back, or just to do it and not, as I say, just want to forget about it and do it and forget about it or whatever. But you can just do it for a month, and you can just quit after that. It'd be massively appreciated. I won't think anything less of you. I won't be minding you to come back or anything like this. Really won't be. It's just, as I say, if everyone did it for a month and then stopped, things like this, then that would be massive help as well. But yeah, as it stands, we're trying to get to 10 members to that Domino's review. We're not getting there basically. I mean, you might do in time, of course. We're coming up to 2,000 subscribers. Hopefully, get the next 2 or 3 months. And who knows, things might escalate massively then, might escalate massively in I don't know, for 4,000 subscribers or 10,000, whoever, but we might take some time to get there. But hopefully at one point we will get to the 10 members and do that Domino's pizza review, fingers crossed. But yeah, it's one of those, if it happens, it happens. But as I say, if you are in a position to become a member, please consider it at least anyway. But there we go. So the main thing you might have seen this month for the part of the update really is the actual change to the thumbnails. Because I wasn't happy with them for quite some time really, because even though they were better than used to be, by which I mean I didn't really do any, those of you remember that far back, I don't know when it was now, 2-3 years ago was it? I just wasn't happy with the fact that the bar, what I was reviewing, wasn't prominent enough for me. I just felt, and especially with some bars, it was quite difficult to make them bigger because of the size or the shape or whatever. And I thought that's really, I mean, of course, I'm not a vain person or anything like that, but of course, perhaps sometimes people want a human side of it, so they want to see myself. But I kind of thought, well, really it's about the chocolate, and I want that to be the main thing for people to see. And it just, I don't know, and I was trying different colours. You would have seen recently, I was trying different colours to highlight the chocolate things. I was trying to see if it made a difference. Sometimes it seemed to, sometimes it didn't. I think it mainly just depended on the chocolate bar, really. So I just thought, you know what, okay, people might be able to see, but it's still too small. I just want it to be the biggest thing and to be a bit more straightforward, just here's what it is, you know what I mean, just literally just throw it to people's faces, here's what I'm reviewing. And so you will have noticed that I've just kind of made them just massive, I've even done multiple sort of like images of the same thing, just so it fits more of the space. So just like, here's what I'm reviewing, here it is, and it says review in bigger letters as well, more prominent letters. Because a friend of mine also mentioned that just from a distance, or just generally, or just from a glance and things like this, the actual review text it just sort of faded into the background a bit. It wasn't prominent enough, or you didn't grab your attention enough. So I've just changed that to be quite straightforward, just like, no nonsense writing, just with a black background as well, just says review on it basically. You'll also notice that there's like a border around the edge as well, just to sort of like grab a bit of attention there as well, basically. And that will change, the colour of that changes depending on the type of video as well. Previously it was in the text, like the green was the review, the red was an update, I think it was, and I don't know, unboxing was brown, things like this. I think I want to try and do garish colours to make them stand out, so I don't know if I'll continue with brown for the unboxing, but we'll see. And I think there's a pink one for something else, I can't quite recall. It wasn't a look back, I think it was a pink, yes. So basically I'll be changing the, I think there's another one as well, but anyway, you get the gist. So I'll be changing the borders around the edge basically to be those colours now rather than the text itself. So I think that's quite good. Yeah, yellow as well for Stash Watch, I think, wasn't it? I might have mentioned that one. Apologies if I've already mentioned that, but yeah. So there we go, so that's kind of the biggest update for this month really. And I think it seems to be working okay. I think looking at the stats, it seems to suggest I'm getting more people seeing the thumbnails, but that's meant that the, sort of like the click-through rate, or whatever it's called, basically people actually clicking the links is less, but it's actually higher. So it's a bit of a funny one, so the statistics are kind of a bit skew-if at the moment. So anyway, long story short is I think it's done a better job actually, and I'm a bit more happy with them. And my friend, sort of who mentioned it about the text, sort of said it looks a lot better as well, and I'm just generally happier with it. I just feel like it's just more, here's what I'm reviewing, and it's, it does have me in the middle as well, so you get that little sort of personality or whatever in there. For better or worse, you know what I mean. Just marks it out as something a bit unique as well. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really a vain person, as I say. I don't know, but people do tend to put sort of pictures of themselves on the videos and stuff like that, and it can make a difference, I guess. Hopefully in a good way. The moment it starts putting people off, that's when you'll see it disappear. That's for sure. So maybe it is already, so we'll see about that. But yeah, so there we go. Yeah, there we are. But as I say, hopefully at the moment, I've still got a reasonable smile, if nothing else. So there we go. As for the things, well, we've got the basically the new unboxings going on as well. So I've subscribed to Snack Surprise. I'm not sponsored by them. I've not got any affiliation with them. Whether that will change in the future, whether I'll offer promo codes and things for products on their site, I don't know. Might look into it. I'm not sure how worthwhile it is. I still want to remain, impartial. I don't want you to think I'm promoting anything and have a vested interest in saying it's a good item in any way. I want my reviews to remain sort of impartial. Maybe offering like a affiliate link or whatever might not count towards being showing any kind of vested interest to say the products are good. But at the end of the day, it can only be that taken that way, can't it, if you're going to take it anyway. So I'm not sure really, but as I say, at the moment I don't have anything like that. I might try and do another one as well, subscribe to another one, but again, it's the channel, I don't make much money from, I don't make any money from the channel really, to be honest with you. I don't think. Not really anyway. I generally put it all back into the channel one way or another. I think basically my bills for the channel are at least about £40 at least. I don't know about, but £50 to £60 a month basically, I think is the gist of it is. And on a good month, I will at the moment I'm making between £50 and £60 back from it. So I'm certainly not making any profit from it. Maybe I might make more run up to Christmas. That as I say, the views and things go up, so I get more back. But generally, I'm not making any money from this channel. But I would like to consider doing another unboxing, another one of these subscription things perhaps. But again, it's one of those where I have to try and weigh it up, but I don't want to be spending too much money on it, of course, but I do want to try and promote the channel as well. So this is where things like the memberships really help out, super chats as well, of course. You just want a one-off contribution, so please do consider those, as I say, because they do just encourage me to just think people are liking this channel, people just want to, as I say, they're just giving a little helping hand every now and again. So I don't want to keep on about that, but as I say, it's just one thing. It helps out for me, as I say, trying to do more for the channel. It helps out in other ways of having the members to be able to do content for them if you are a member. It helps out YouTube and the analytics and then promoting my channel. So I can't stress enough that, if you just want for a one-off, as I say, literally once every year or once every 10 years, it's better than nothing at all, really is. And even if it's just £1 or whatever, as I say, if everyone did that, you can imagine it would be a good contribution. So as I say, please don't consider that it doesn't matter or anything like this. But I don't want to keep going on about that. I don't like to keep going on about these sort of things. But as I say, I just feel like if I don't it's one of those. I've got to try and balance it basically by mentioning it sometimes and sometimes not others. So I do apologise for it. I don't want to, as I say, keep on about that and keep pestering people and things like this. It's the last thing I want. I'm perfectly happy for people just to contribute by commenting and liking and just being part of like the community, which is what Discord's for as well, by the way. So the link for that's in the description as well. It's completely free. There's no tie to that. There's nothing untoward about it. It's just a great way to keep in touch with myself and as I say, be part of the community and have a good time basically. So yes, I think that's probably about it for this month, really. As I say, going forward, what's the plans? Well, it's Easter soon, so I've got, as I say, lots of sort of Easter reviews coming up. Really, we've already done quite a few, as you've seen, but I'm going to sort of review a couple of Easter eggs. I've got the sort of Hotel Chocolo super special egg. It costs about £30, I think, to review soon. So that's coming up. Probably be a live review in the next week or two. Don't forget, by the way, there is a vote every week I do to vote what I'm going to review for the live review on Saturdays, 4 p.m. British summertime now. So try to check that out. It might be difficult to spot, but usually if you're on a mobile, you can spot it quite easily. But I think if you've got to click the bell icon, you'll get a notification for it. Things like this. I know they're quite difficult to find when you're perusing YouTube on your web browser, on your computer, things like that. I think they're a bit difficult to find these kind of posts and things, which is generally what these sort of surveys are and things like this. But anyway, have a look out for it. As I say, go just be part of sort of like what I plan to review for the week, essentially. So it's quite interesting what people like and things like this. Sometimes I'll do a mandatory one where I'll just say, right, I'm reviewing this week. Like probably will do the Hotel Chocolo special egg because of it costs about £30, so I want to waste it. But other times, I will open it to the vote, and it might eventually sort of might be one that's just left bottom. Maybe it'll just go off the radar, but maybe I'll just review it. So we'll see. So it's not as I say, it's a bit of fun, basically, not to be taken too seriously. So don't as I say, if it's just one of those, just a bit of fun. Right, well, there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. It's really good. It's great to hear from you all, by the way. So as I say, please leave comments. It's not just for the channel and promote as far as YouTube's concerned. I do enjoy hearing from you. It's really nice to have such a wide range of people, and you're generally all good people actually who are in touch with the channel. I rarely have anyone who's just aggressive or a problem or anything like that. Generally, everyone's really nice. So it's really great to hear from you, as I say. And leave a like as well if you're not comfortable with just chatting and things. Just leave a like. Things like this massively helps out the channel. Massively does. And if you're in a position to do so, please check out the YouTube member program as well. I can't stress enough how much of a great way to support the channel that really is, and it's kind of a consistent way, but you can just stop and you can get some perks as well depending on what tier you pick as well. So it's something there to sort of get involved with the channel a bit more. But as I say, I really don't want to sort of keep badgering on about it, but unfortunately it's one of those where I have to keep mentioning it every now and again. So I hope you understand. Alright guys, take care, have a great month, and I'll see you next time. It could be in a week, so it's quite close to April, so but I think I'll leave it a few weeks at least, I think. Alright, take care guys, thanks again for all your support, massively appreciated. Bye for now, see you.